Hey guys, NV here, and in this video, I want to show you how to do a simple teeth whitening technique. I already have a photo loaded right up here, so I'm going to go into Photoshop. You see that little arrow, as I've demonstrated before. And right here is the photo we have. And if you don't have one to follow along, you can download this from the photographer in the link below this video. So what we're going to do right off is go ahead and create a folder right here. I'm going to Alt click, holding the Alt key and clicking on this folder in the layers panel. I'm going to name this Teeth Whitening. Okay, press enter. And right now, what I'm going to do is zoom into this photograph. I'm going to click, hold the control key and just click and drag in just like this. Okay. It's pretty close. And I'm going to tap the Q key on the keyboard. That gives us a quick mask selection. If you look in the layers panel now, you can see it highlighted right here. Make sure you have the photo selected. Okay. Tap the Q key just like so. And there you go. And we'll tap the B key on the keyboard for our brush tool. And we want a normal brush. Okay. If you don't, what I would recommend is going to Legacy and clicking on the default right here, just like so. Okay. And I'm going to size the brush down. I'm going to hold the Alt key, right click, drag to the left. I've demonstrated this before. And I want it about like this, I guess. And I want the hardness. And I'm doing that by, again, holding Alt, right click, and dragging downward, okay, down on the mouse. And I'll say about 40, 45, somewhere around there, okay? And keep it about right here for right now. And you can also right click on the photo, on the photograph anywhere, and do it here as well, okay? You can change it right here, okay? And I'm gonna keep everything up here like it is. I'm not gonna change anything. And I'm going to start painting in here, making sure your background layer, your foreground is black, just like you see here. See, foreground, it's black. And you want that right in the front. And we're going to just paint in here like that. You're going to see some red. That means that's all the red you're seeing is where we're masking, okay? And I'm just going to paint in here and select only the teeth, nothing else. No lips, just the teeth, okay? So I'm going to go in here, select the teeth, like so, and try to get as close to the edge of the teeth as you can. And we want it as clean as possible, okay? I'm going to try to do this as clean as I can for this video. Again, I'm on a time constraint, so I don't have all the time to do this. So I'm just going to zoom in here. I'm going to brush this area here and zoom in right here. I'm going to size my brush down a little bit more. Get this area right here. Just like so. Okay? Just like that. I'm going to zoom out. Just look at everything. Same thing for these here. And this is an easy technique, and it is a very proper way to do this. And this is really good to learn if you have a family member that has teeth that are not quite as white as they wished and they're embarrassed with their smile. This will help every single time, okay? You will not notice the difference. You will never know that these teeth were stained ever, okay? So this is a very good technique, professional technique, minor modification, but it works every time. And it's a really fun technique as well. And you can do this same technique by changing eye color as well. And I will show you that. Not the eye color, but the technique I'm going to be using is similar in a sense. Okay. And that looks good to me. I think that's pretty good. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and tap the Q key one more time, just like so. And now that automatically gives us these marching ants. I'm going to zoom out here so you can see it. Now, right now, if we did anything, it would only modify or alter. It would change her and not the teeth. And we don't want to do that because our mask selection is inversed. So we want to go ahead and hold the control and shift key and tap the I key on the keyboard. That will select only the teeth. As you can tell, the marching ants are no longer by the edge of the document. You can do that up here as well. So what we're going to do now is select the teeth whitening folder. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit more. And we're going to go down and add an adjustment layer by going to the fill and adjustment icon at the bottom of the layers panel. Click on that one right there and add hue and saturation, just like so. And zoom in a little bit more. We want to select, you don't have to, but this is my method. I'm going to select this little hand with these two arrows right here. Okay. And what this is going to allow us to do is it's got us this color dropper kind of thing here. And this will allow us to specifically select an area, and we got to click and hold. Okay. And this will allow us to target these teeth specifically. So I'm going to click one time, hold, drag to the left, and you will start seeing the stains removed. Okay. Now you don't want to go too much or they'll look really strange. So I'm thinking about 55 or 60. I will not go beyond that point. Okay. And I'm going to release the mouse. Do not click and just go down to the layers panel. Just like so. Click on the teeth folder. Tap the H key on your keyboard. That gets us away from that color dropper. And now we can select this and you'll be fine. So now we're going to go ahead and add a levels to this by going back to the adjustment layer right here, fill an adjustment layer icon, going up to levels right here. And we're going to select this mid area, the mid tones here, right here in the center. Click on that and drag it to the left a little bit, just a little. We're going to be adding some whitening to this, but not too much. I'd say about there should be good. Let me just double check. Yeah, that should be fine. And now right here, this is going to clip it into our hue and saturation. So go ahead and click this little box. And now it just has the teeth, okay? Select it and nothing else. So here we go. Remember, this is about the clipping things into another layer. And that's the same technique. Now I'm going to zoom out here real quick and you can see how white they are. And it's super white, but I want it a little less like super white. So I'm going to go ahead and take the fill opacity on this hue and saturation layer. Take the fill opacity and I'm going to take it down a little bit. Okay. I want some natural teeth here, the natural look. Okay. And levels, we could take it down to about, say, 90. I won't go any less than that. And we'll zoom out and see how that looks. That looks good, actually. I think that's fine where it is. I don't want the saturation to be too bright. Let's see, 70 or let's try 80. Might be pushing it. Okay, I tell you what, let's say 75 and we'll call that good. And this is a simple and easy technique to whiten teeth in a photo, as you can tell. It's believable. It isn't overdone. You know, there's nothing here that's been exaggerated here too much, okay? So I think it looks great and I think it's super passable and it doesn't look like obvious, okay? And that's the trick. You don't want it to look obvious. Anyone that didn't know her or had seen her photo before would have never known the difference. And that's the key, okay? So what I'm going to do is go ahead and save this photograph. I'm going to File and Save As. Save on your computer. By the way, there's no files here because I backed them up. So I'm going to go ahead and call this teeth whitening, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And okay. And we can save this as an image as well by going up to File and Save As a JPEG as well. And click Save and OK. And that is it. Now you've seen how easy it is to whiten teeth and how the technique is done. It's a very popular and easy technique. And this is my method. There are other ways of doing it, but that's just how I do it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. And until next time, I will see you in another video.